In spirituality, there is no division. Spirituality is united. However, religion is somehow divided because Christianity is European, Hinduism is close to the Indians, Buddhism is close to the Chinese, and the other part of Asia, and so on and so forth. Good day to you, my lovely viewers. How are you doing? My name is Ellington Bakumo. You are welcome to our channel, a channel where we are trying to educate our brothers and sisters across the world, Africans across the world, about African traditional religion, about the new taught African spirituality, and spirituality in general, because in spirituality there is no division. Spirituality is united. However, religion is somehow divided because religion goes along the lines of ethnicity, of race, of there and that. Like you see, for example, Christianity is European, Hinduism is close to the Indians, Buddhism is close to the Chinese, and the other part of Asia, and so on and so forth. So we are going to be talking about African traditional religion on this channel, basically, especially today being the first post of our episode of our channel. We are going to be discussing African traditional religion. So what is African traditional religion? In the simplest term, African traditional religion is the religion of the African people, or the way the African people practice religion. African traditional religion is the way the African people practice their own worship of what they understand as the divine being. Now, why African traditional religion is unique to us on this channel is that African traditional religion is basically the oldest religion on the planet, and it is the oldest form of spirituality on the planet because it was nature-based. African traditional religion is nature-based. Our African ancestors worshipped God based on the perceptions, that the realizations that they had from their interaction with nature. And there is no better way to realize God than to observe nature. Our ancestors realized God through their meditation on nature, through their interaction with nature. Other religions, as we will get to know as we go on in this channel, speak about God, a God that lives in the heavens that we cannot see, a God that is too far from man, a God that only brings stringent laws, and do all kinds of things, demands sacrifices, and so on and so forth. African traditional religion realizes God beyond that, realizes God beyond the level of just a old man sitting in a white chair up there, and then passing judgment on humanity. African traditional religion goes beyond that. African traditional religion basically lets you know that God, it makes you understand what the word omnipotence means and omniscience means, because the African traditional religion tells you that wherever you are, God is. Whatever you do, God is there. Whoever you are interacting with is a personification of God. You are interacting with God whenever you interact with people, whenever you interact with nature, whenever you are in the water side, whenever you are in the forest, whenever you are with, wherever you are, whenever you are in the mountains, communicating, God is there. Now, other religions would want to condemn that, but if you look at other religions, they will also tell you to go to the mountains, especially here in Nigeria where we are so religious. You see people going to the mountains, churches, going to the mountains. Then you see Christians going to the waterside to baptize their members and all that, and quote the scriptures and say when you have to be born of water and spirit, and so on and so forth. So they accept what is convenient for them and reject what is not convenient for them, because most of those religions come with pockets of colonialism. So whatever will make you feel proud of your own African traditional religion, whatever will make you feel okay, whatever will make you feel confident, the white man or the Western religions or the colonial religions, speaking of, them, I don't have to be mentioning them all the time, go to the length of killing your confidence as African people by first killing your culture, by first telling you that your masquerades are evil, that the names of the names that you call the deities where you come from are evil, and the mode of worship of these deities are evil. There is nothing evil about African traditional religion, as it were. Whatever evil connotations that have been added to African traditional religion were brought in either by the perception that the white man has built around the religion, or by some wicked priest that has attended to that religion or that practice at some point in history. It is not the total history of that practice. And that is how it is. So you hear sometimes that, our people used to do human sacrifices and so on. It is not true. It is true and it is not true. It is true in the sense that some people, because of their own ignorance at some point in time, or because of their desire to instill fear on the people, or because of their desire to be wicked, it was an individual thing. It was not a spiritual thing. That some people practice these things at some point in history, in the practice, during the practice of African traditional religion. These things are also found in other religions, where people kill other people, force them to convert to their religion, or they kill them. There was really no much difference between people who had killed, people for human sacrifices, and people who have killed people to force them to convert to their religion. So basically, all religions have practiced this mistake. It is a mistake. It may be probably a mistake of ignorance, as like I said before, or a mistake of a conscious mistake of trying to instill fear or colonize a people to force them into practicing a religion at a point in time.